Words appear. Things would never be the same.
There was a moment when I was the one walking around the lobby going, one more day, you know? And one of the guards looked at me and he said, "You keep going." You know, I remember that. He said, "You're doing this for everybody."
Well, this was the event that changed the world. Disability had never been seen as a civil right.
I think the sit-in at the federal building in San Francisco was like Stonewall in that we took the power for ourselves. Here are people who are considered weak, needing help, pitiful, helpless, invalids, who occupied a federal building for 27, 28 days, whatever it was. That's an amazing shift in how we viewed ourselves, and an amazing shift in how we presented ourselves to the world. You know, it was powerful.
I don't think it even occurred to me that Section 504 would help people in my circumstances. I thought of Section 504 as I thought of the people in the protest, people who were deaf or blind or mobility impaired, but that individuals with learning disabilities or psychiatric disabilities or diabetes or essentially invisible disabilities, I don't think it even occurred to me that this law would protect them.
I think it helped everybody because even on disabled people, we wouldn't have the curb cuts and the, you know, for people with strollers or anything like that. It would help. Curb cuts help everybody.
Most of things that grant a minority person their right really ends up benefiting all people anyway.
I think what was moving about the whole thing wasn't the particular people, it was the comradeship among the people that gave it both stature and power.
This was a really molten pot of lava that was put together, and people just really developed incredible bonds of love for everybody else. Not to say that there weren't frictions, there were. Everybody says they were not the same, and one of the things that they say is that they felt such a sense of connection with everybody who had been through the thing that they didn't want to break apart. They didn't want to leave because they were so connected in this thing that they felt was so important.
I think the law itself is good, but it's like a lot of times the enforcement is not there, you know?
See, civil rights, like when African Americans were denied access, they had signs saying white only, right? Well, you couldn't do that with disabled people. You had to physically make the change, like add ramps, wider doors, lower counters. See, with civil rights, all you had to do is take the sign down. It didn't cost anything. And that's why the fight was. It cost people money. They didn't want to spend it. That was the issue.
I'm sorry to say there really weren't any changes at first. There was only this dim idea in the disabled community there was a law. It really wasn't until we went out and started training consumers across the country. And when you talk to those people, then it was like it was awakening for them. They suddenly realized, hey, I can go out and advocate for myself. Hey, I can make this college have ramps. I don't have to drop a class because the building's inaccessible.
I thought I had achieved what Dr. King wanted me to do, and it was just a great time, a moment in history.
Words appear in order of appearance. Kathy Cranmer, Swami Sudananda, 504 protester. Ken Stein, 504 protest supporter. Anthony Tussler, 504 protest supporter. Paul Grossman, disability rights attorney. Jim Engvall, 504 protester. Dee Dee Roberts, disability activist. Judy Brady, 504 protest supporter. Kitty Cohn, 504 protest organizer. Gary Gray, disability activist. Debbie Armstrong, 504 protester. Ron Washington, 504 protester. Patient No More is a project created by the Paul K. Longmore Institute on Disability at San Francisco State University to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the ADA. PatientNoMore.org. Interviews recorded in 2014 by undergraduate students from Journalism 321, History 484, and staff from the Paul K. Longmore Institute on Disability at San Francisco State University. Edited by Hong Chang. Audio description by Audio Eyes. Description voiced by Rick Boggs. Copyright Paul K. Longmore Institute on Disability, San Francisco State University, 2015.